Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a brand new speed reviews for you guys. I'm going to be going through all of the products that I've been trying out lately, and there is a lot. So let's dive straight in. I do these videos every month or so, sometimes every other month, but I don't know, like I have so many products to talk about. So let's talk about skincare first, because those are the things that take up the most room in that little box. And I've been trying out this product here from Glow Recipe. This is the Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. I am loving this. So I love a cleansing balm. I kind of go back and forth between a cleansing balm and a micellar water. I'm always using a micellar water to remove my eye makeup. So when I'm reviewing a cleansing balm for you guys, I'm never using that to remove my eye makeup. It irritates my eyes. I feel like I get like a film in my eyes. So I can't speak to whether or not this one does that because I just don't use it in that way. However, in terms of removing like foundation and base makeup, I love this. I love it so much. It doesn't smell super strong. You're never sure with the Glow Recipe products. While they are naturally scented, they can be like pretty fragrant. This one isn't. It's a very mild papaya scent. I like that this is a very firm balm. When you scoop it out, there's a little spatula it comes with. When you scoop it out, it's really, really firm and it emulsifies really nicely in your fingers. You don't need a lot. I find with some cleansing balms, you really need quite a bit. I found the first couple of times I used this, I used too much. So I think this is gonna last a really long time. It's also like a nice big jar. I do really love the Glow Recipe products. I find in general, they're just a really nice overall experience. And this product is no different. It does have the papaya enzymes in there. That's gonna give you a really light exfoliation with while you're cleansing before you go in with your normal cleanser as your second step. So if you've been keeping your eye out on this one, I do very much recommend it. I'm really, really enjoying it. I have a couple of products here from Garnier that I have been loving. So these were both sent to me. First, I have the Ultra Soothing Cream Cleanser. This is the Amino Berry Cleanser, and this is advertised for like dry sensitive skin, and I think if you have a dry skin and you've been looking for a nice cream cleanser, this is such a great option at the drugstore. Very affordable, cruelty-free. It has no sulfates, microbeads, parabens, or dyes. It's also fragrance-free. This whole line from them is fragrance-free. This is such a nice drugstore cleanser. I find drugstore skincare products are tough sometimes. It's hard to find good products at the drugstore that aren't full of like fragrances or, you know, some of those yucky ingredients, alcohols, things like that you don't necessarily want in your skincare. So this line from Garnier, I'm really, really loving it. You guys know that I loved their lavender facial oil. I raved about that one. This is in that sort of same line. So these are a couple of new products that they have come out with. So I have an oily, more combination skin type, and even so, I do find that this cleanser works really well. I have been using it sort of over the colder winter months here in Canada, so I would go in with like my cleansing balm or my micellar water to remove my makeup, and then I go in with this as my second step cleanser, and it's great. It's lovely. So if you like a cream cleanser and you like something that doesn't really foam, this is going to be like that. It's kind of a little bit more on the milky side. No scent to it whatsoever. That's one thing that's really important to note here with these two products, this one and the next one that I'm going to talk about. These are fragrance free. It's really hard to find fragrance free skincare products at the drugstore. Love the Garnier's cruelty free now. I'm really trying to support them in some of these new launches. I think they are really going into a direction that I can get behind, and I'm really excited about it. So if you're looking for a good cleanser at the drugstore, if you have dry skin, sensitive skin, even combination skin, I think that you might like this one. And the other product in the line that I've been trying is this serum. So I kept the box because I wanted to have the information that comes on the box. But I've been using this one as well for a couple of months now. It's got a nice glass bottle, and this is the Super Smoothing Serum Cream, and this is the Retinol Berry Serum. Now, this is a retinol serum that they claim that you can use as like your serum, your moisturizer, and your eye cream kind of all in one. Now, I have been using this around the eyes. I haven't had any issues around the eyes with this. It hasn't irritated my skin. I have really never used a retinol around the eyes, so I was a little bit nervous about that at first, but I've had no issues with it. However, I do find I still like to top this with a moisturizer, even though it says it's a 3-in-1 and it is very hydrating. I do still, you guys know, I like to go to bed feeling like a glazed donut. Like I really like to have all the layers on, especially because I have a more combination skin type. I can't wear anything too heavy in the daytime, so I really count on the nighttime to get a lot of my hydration. This has some other great ingredients in it as well. It's got, obviously it's got the retinol, but it also has niacinamide in there. It has acai fruit extract, it has soybean oil, it has magnolia fruit extract, it has hyaluronic acid. It's got all kinds of great nourishing, hydrating ingredients. Plus you've got the actives like the retinol and the niacinamide. This is very much an all-in-one product for me and I really love that. So with this, I haven't had to use a separate niacinamide serum. I think this is a really great like starter retinol. If you've never used a retinol and you're looking for one to try out, I think this could be a really great option. I didn't notice any irritation on my skin at all, and because I've been able to use it around the eyes with no problems, I think that no matter what sort of level of retinol you're used to, whether that's none or lots, this could be a really great option for just about anybody. Again, it's fragrance-free, cruelty-free at the drugstore, nice packaging, nice big bottle. This is 50 mils. I'm really, really happy with this. So I do highly recommend this. Of the two, I think this could be good for really anybody. The cleanser I think is going to be just a little bit better for your more dry sensitive skin types. I've also been testing out this moisturizer. This is the Burki Vitamin C Intensive Face Cream. Got this in a BoxyCharm. This was one of those items where the price shocked me. I can't remember the price right offhand, but it was like around $100 and I would never. It would never be in my budget to spend $100 on a moisturizer, but it is nice. It's, you know, it's a nice moisturizer. I don't think that it's anything too spectacular personally. It is pretty heavily fragranced. It's got a nice rich texture to it. I have been using it day and night. My skin's been pretty dry lately. We're kind of in that transition season where we're going from cold to warmer weather and my skin tends to get dry in the transitions. So I have been using it in the daytime, and even with my combination skin type, I don't find it to be too heavy as long as I don't use too much. Really, I find it to be too heavily fragranced for my particular liking. However, I haven't noticed it bothering my skin. It's not like the Avant one that I ended up having to declutter because it had so much fragrance, it was irritating my skin. It's like not to that level, but it's got enough fragrance in it that I find it a little off-putting. It smells nice, but it's just a lot to put right on your face, you know? So this is fine. I'll use it until it's gone, but I don't think I would recommend that you run out and grab this. It is a vitamin C cream, which some people might really like. I do like an all-in-one type of product, as I just mentioned. However, when it comes to vitamin C, I would prefer to just have a separate vitamin C serum. I like to use my vitamin C during the day underneath of my sunscreen, whereas this is a moisturizer I would more prefer to use like at nighttime, but I don't like to use my vitamin C at night. I don't know, it just like throws me off that there's vitamin C in there and it makes me feel like I shouldn't be using it twice a day. I don't know. It's fine. Now this one I do really like. So this is the Saturday Skin Yuzu Vitamin C Bright Eye Cream. Now, I have an eye cream that's more for like dark circles, puffiness, pigmentation that I use during the day, and then I really like this one at nighttime. It's a very thick consistency. You can tell just by the way that the cream has settled in the jar. It's super, super thick, but it almost emulsifies into like an oilier texture as you rub it between your fingers and pat it on. It really just feels super lovely and hydrating, and I really love this one so much. I love so many products from Saturday Skin, and I feel like I just noticed that I can't buy them at Sephora anymore, and I got really bummed out by that. But I do really like this. Again, I got it in a BoxyCharm. It's got really nice ingredients in there. It doesn't bother me that this has the vitamin C in it because I'm just using it around my eyes and not over my whole face. And I'm using a different eye cream during the day. I'm using this one at night. I don't feel like I'm getting too much vitamin C by using it twice a day. I don't know. The vitamin C in that moisturizer really throws me off, but this one I really like. Okay. Lastly, well, second to lastly for skincare, I have been using the Farmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. I really like this. I like this a lot. So I always try to be using some sort of hyaluronic acid serum because I can't use really heavy moisturizers through the day. I find this to be a nice option for me for daytime. I can apply it over damp skin, apply a light moisturizer over top, and I feel like I'm getting lots of moisture. It really helps to like plump up and like juice up the skin a little bit underneath of makeup. This layers really well with all of the skincare I've tried it with. I haven't had any issues with pilling with my makeup or my primers or anything like that. It feels really nice going on. It's got a very serum-y feel to it. You know, some hyaluronic acid serums have a very watery consistency. This doesn't. It has, like I say, more of a serum sort of feel. It just has a really nice kind of slip to it. The only thing that I don't love, it has a very strong honey scent to it, which I'm sure is natural. I love how it says natural flavor. Yes, it's the natural scent of honey. I mention that because I know some people really don't like that smell. It's definitely not my favorite. I find it a little bit off-putting, but not so much that I wouldn't use it. I love the product so much. It could smell like whatever. You guys know, I would rather a product smell bad and have no scent to it than smell really good and have that scent be like super overpowering. So I really, really like this. There's not much from Farmacy that I haven't liked thus far, but particularly their products in this yellow packaging that seem to be in that honey line. You can tell by the packaging that it's in that range, particularly the products in that line and their green line. Those are kind of my two like go-to ranges from them. So if you're looking for a really nice hyaluronic acid serum, this is definitely a nice one. You can pick it up at Sephora. I'll have everything linked. I always have everything linked in the description box down below if there's anything that you want to purchase and you want to support the channel by shopping the affiliate links. I do appreciate it. And lastly, this is sort of skincare. You could use it as skincare, you could use it not as skincare. So this is the Complex Culture Filter Out Daily Blue Light Defense Mist. So we got this pretty recently in a BoxyCharm. You can see I've been testing it for a while. So it sort of claims that you can use this as like a refreshing mist, as a hydrating mist. You can use it as like a setting spray. There's not really anything in there to my mind that's gonna set your makeup down. More so it's just gonna take away the powdery look of your makeup. However, I've been using this more as like a hydrating mist. I have tested it out as a setting spray and I don't think it really does anything to like lock in my makeup per se. This has all kinds of claims about like blue light protection. I don't think there's any science to back that up, so I'm not really going to go into that too much. However, it does have some nice ingredients. It's got antioxidants in there. It's got niacinamide in there. It's got aloe vera. So I think there's some really nice hydrating, antioxidant, you know, active type of ingredients in there that I really like to see. So I've been using this as like a hydrating mist. I use it in the morning underneath of my hyaluronic acid serum to give a little bit of a moisture to the skin before I apply that. You always want to apply your hyaluronic acid over top of damp skin. It's going to take that moisture off of the surface of your skin and push it deeper into the layers of your skin. So I've been using it in that way, and I do really like it. It's got a really nice fine mist on it. Really, really pretty. I did use it today as a setting spray. As I said, I don't think it really does anything for that. It does feel nice. I think it's just fine. I don't think you need to run out and buy this, but I've sort of found a use for it within my collection because I own it. And then we've got quite a bit of makeup to go through. I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. I know this video is going to be too long for speed reviews, but here we are. I want to talk about this little weird sampler that I got from Huda Beauty. So this was the Legit Lashes sampler pack. If you guys saw me unbox my last Sephora haul, I don't have these anymore, but they came in like little packets. It was the weirdest mascara sampler I've ever seen. Usually they come in like a small tube. This was like a weird little packet with wands inside. This was terrible. This was so bad. I did like initially how it made my lashes look, but within like 10 minutes of having it on, I had raccoon eyes. I had raccoon eyes all day. I kept cleaning it up. I kept powdering, and it just kept transferring down. By the end of the day, my under eyes looked so dry because I had cleaned up and powdered so many times. It was a freaking nightmare. So if you see this little weird Huda Beauty lash sampler, don't pick it up. If you've been looking at the legit lashes from Huda Beauty, I would say don't pick it up if you struggle with transfer at all. This was one of the worst ones that I have experienced for that transfer problem. I've got a couple of products here from Chella. I got both of these in babe boxes. First, I have the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I talked about this. I was pretty sure that I had this before in their old packaging. I hate this. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. So you unscrew it and you've got a little pot of eyebrow cream there. And then in the top, you've got your little brush. This product is so soft. Oh my gosh, it's so soft that when you try to brush it on, it's just instant like Bert and Ernie eyebrows. It's so bad. They look Sharpied on. I couldn't figure out a way to like brush it through to like soften it at all. I tried it a couple of different times and like tried to use as little product as possible. It was not good. The last time I used this, I had to literally like wash off my eyebrows, redo my base makeup, and finish my makeup. I never have to like take something off. I can usually finagle it and get it to work for that day because I hate the idea of having to like take off my eyebrows and then touch up the foundation and then reapply my eye primer, and it's a whole thing. And that day there was just no saving it. So I really can't recommend this. I'm so sorry. I feel bad when it's like lesser known, like smaller brands. I feel bad when I don't give them good reviews, but I just can't recommend this. It looked so bad in my eyebrows. And then I've got their dual liquid eyeliner, and this has two different colors. So there's a gray side and then there's a blue side. I have the gray side on today. I have worn both a few different times. I was doing this so you guys could see, hopefully you could see what I was doing there. I want to love this, okay? I want to love this. I love that it's dual-ended. I love that it's not a black liner. Like, you almost never see a liquid liner in any color other than black, right? So I was really excited to have a gray for something a little bit softer than a black, and a blue because there was one day, if I can find the photo, I'll put it on the screen, but I did like a really neutral eye with like a blue wing liner, and I thought that was so cute. The problem with this is it's a really wet formula. So it goes on really wet, and then it bleeds into the lines of my eyelids. So I am 35 years old. There it is right there. And I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get my face out of it so it stops focusing on my face. I don't know if you can see, probably you can't on camera, but it's such a wet, thin formula that it just goes straight into those little lines and kind of does this. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my liner looks so jaggy, and it's not because I can't apply liner. It's because, you know, you apply it and then it kind of feathers. So I'm hoping maybe the longer I have this, maybe it'll dry out a little bit and it'll stop doing that. But I have had that problem every time that I've used it, and I am applying it over top of like powder, you know what I mean? So everything is set down. I don't know what more I could do to prevent that from happening, but again, I don't think I can really recommend it because, I mean, that's kind of a bummer when that happens. You know, most of us have some sort of lines on our faces, right? Next up, I have the Glow on Fifth Lip Dew Tinted Lip Balm. So I was really excited. I got this in a babe box as well. I was excited because it smells so good. It smells like lip balms of my youth. It takes me back to like Bonnie Bell lip glosses. And it's got this sort of pink hue to it, you know? It's not just like a clear lip balm. And this is just okay. I was hoping it was going to be spectacular. I was really excited about it. It smells incredible, but it's one of those lip balms that wears off of your lips like really fast, and it almost leaves them feeling a little drier in a way, or like that there's some kind of a residue. I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's okay. I'm gonna use it because I have it. I've just kind of tossed it in my vanity, but this is not gonna be like the purse lip balm that I thought that it would be. I like something really reliable in my purse. One that I am really loving is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Gloss, Lip Plumping Gloss, and I have the shade Rosy Outlook. So I have this on today. I do have it on with a lip liner. I just have the NYX nude pink lip liner underneath of it. I love this. It is just plumping enough that your lips feel a little bit minty. It's almost like refreshing, more so. It doesn't have that cinnamon burny kind of plumpiness to it. I really like the wand. It's got this really interesting shaped doe foot applicator. I don't think I've ever had a doe foot applicator quite like this before. It really like hugs the lips. You get quite a bit of product out. I never have to like go in repeatedly. I have used, as you can see, quite a bit of this. This has become my purse lip gloss, right? Because it's basically clear. I know it's called Rosy Outlook, and it does look like it has a bit of a pink hue to it, but on the lips, it's basically just a clear lip gloss. So I have basically put this in my purse, and I've been using it at least once a day. So really, really loving this. If you're looking for a good plumping lip gloss, I find this to be, in terms of like the plumpy feel, it's like a couple of steps back from the Buxom ones, but like a similar vibe. It's that minty sort of plumping feel. It doesn't make my lips feel like they're gonna peel afterwards. Sometimes when I have minty lip glosses, it makes my lips feel kind of peely afterwards. It doesn't do any of that. It just makes them look really smooth. It's a little teeny tiny bit sticky and a little bit on the thicker side, which I find helps it to stay on really well. I find if I apply this, I don't have to go in and keep reapplying it. It pretty much just stays on the lips, which is really nice. A lip gloss that I was not obsessed with was this Give Them LaLa lip gloss that I got in a babe box. I had to think about that for a second. I have the shade Gold Digger. This one is just okay. So I really like the color of it. It's kind of like a corally, peachy kind of a color. It's a really pretty color. It feels really nice on the lips. It's not terribly sticky or anything like that. The only thing that I find, the thing that I don't love about this is I talk a lot. If you guys haven't noticed, I do a lot of talking. I have a lot of lip gloss on my hand here. I do a lot of talking in my videos, but I do even more talking in my regular life. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jamie, and I'm an esthetician, and I work, 10-hour days. I see a number of clients a day, and I talk all day long. So sometimes with that, I get that weird sticky like ring on the inner part of my lips with certain lip glosses, and this is one of those. So when I'm wearing this and I'm talking to my clients, I'm worried, just based on how it feels, that I might be getting that weird ring. And I usually am not, but it kind of feels that way, if you know what I mean. So I just don't love the way this one feels over a long period of time of wearing it and talking a lot and drinking water, etc. Do you know what I mean? I just have other lip glosses that I prefer. So while I don't dislike this one enough to declutter it, it's definitely not like a favorite. It's definitely not going to be like my purse lip gloss. I won't spend a ton of time on these. I know I've talked about them a lot lately in other videos, but I did want to give them a mention in this speed reviews video in case you haven't heard me talking about them. These are the Merit Signature Lightweight Lipsticks. I have the shade Millennial and the shade Baby. I love these so much. These were sent to me. I think the packaging isn't the packaging so pretty? It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I was watching a haul from Taupe the other day, and she was like, I just got these Merit lipsticks, and I was like, I already have them. Felt so special. So I have the shade Millennial, which is kind of like a really soft pink. And then I have the shade Baby, which is more of a nude tone, and I love both of these. They are exactly what they say. They're very lightweight. They feel really comfortable on the lips. They almost have a balmy texture on the lips. So I find with these, I don't have to reapply them throughout the day too much. As they wear off in a very like natural kind of way. I don't get that weird thing where they only wear off on like the inner part of the lip, but they stay on the outside part of the lip. You know what I mean? They just kind of wear off nice and evenly, and I can reapply them, or I can just like throw a gloss on. So I find these to to be like a very low maintenance lipstick. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Very low maintenance to wear, very easy to wear, very comfortable on the lips. They feel very hydrating. I can wear them with, you know, a light lip liner, or I can wear them without a lip liner. You can put a lip gloss over top. You don't need a lip gloss on them. They're just good. These are just great everyday lipsticks. These are good to like live in my purse. I do love the packaging, but I do find it slightly bulky for being in my purse. I do prefer something a little bit, you know, more just like the bullet size to carry around in my purse, but I love them enough that I will carry them around anyways. I think they're just beautiful. And then I got this little blush palette in a Babe box, and it looks like this. These are very pigmented. This is like one of the more pigmented blush formulas that I think I've ever tried. The first few times that I used this, I really had to like pat over top of it with my powder because I did way too much. So they go on very, very pigmented. So you do definitely need to use a light hand if you have fairer skin, but I think if you have deeper skin, these probably are just perfect for you. So I like that you could use these on a variety of skin tones, just using like a lighter hand or a heavier hand. So I think that's nice. A lot of times with these little blush trios, they're kind of suited just to one depth of skin tone, you know? So I think that's really nice. The only thing that I don't like about this is that regardless of which color I choose, there looks like there's quite a variety here, and there is, but they all pull very warm on the skin. I was hoping like this would be more neutral, this would be a little pinkier. Obviously this one is quite orange, but on the skin they all pull quite warm. So I like this. I'll definitely continue to use it, but I was a little bit, I don't want to say disappointed. I was a little bit taken aback by how they translate on the skin versus how they swatch and how they look in the pan. And then I have this little cream highlight that I've been testing out from Laritzy Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Fine. As I said, this is a cream highlight. This is what I have on today. I like this. I think it's a really lovely sheen. So I normally would apply a cream highlight like this on unpowdered skin. I usually find that cream highlights will sort of break down my concealer and my powder over here. But today I was like, I'm just gonna try it over top. I had done my foundation, my powder, you know, all of my other complexion, and I just tapped it over top of that region, over top of a powdered skin, and I think it turned out really nice. It looks really seamless. I think the ticket with that is just to tap, not, you know, rub, because you would rub off some of your powder and your foundation and things would start to separate. But I think the tone of this is very lovely, particularly if you're close to my skin tone. As a fairer skinned person, I find some of these like pinkier tones tend to work really well on me. I just think it's such a nice sheen. There's no sparkle to it at all. It just gives the skin that really dewy, almost wet look, which I really like. So really, really loving this. This is like one of my favorite things that I've gotten in a Babe box. And then last but not least, I have this mascara that I also got in a Babe box. And this one is just okay. So this is the Sophia and Mabelle Small and Mighty Extreme Volume Mascara. I don't know where they're getting the extreme volume part of that title. I just don't. So this is what I have on my lashes today. If you're not new here, you know what my lashes look like. It's pretty underwhelming. It's pretty underwhelming. So I find, okay, first of all, I like the wand. It's got a nice small wand on it, so really easy to get right in there and get some good separation. It is like a pretty flexible wand, which I don't really care, but I think some people really don't like that, so just be aware of that. I almost just dropped that in my lap. Whew. I would say that this gives nice separation, and that's it. I don't think this gives much for length. I don't think this gives any volume. This is 3 coats. It's just okay. I think this is great for like no makeup days. If you're somebody who already has long dark lashes, maybe you just like a little bit of mascara, maybe you don't like a clumpy lash. I don't like clumpy volume, but I'd rather it be clumpy volume than no volume, you know? And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with this one. I have been using it for a couple of weeks now, so it has had a chance to sort of dry out a little bit, and I don't think it's gonna get to the level that I like for a mascara. So I just think this one is not anything to get too excited about. Actually, my friend Angela messaged me when she saw me unbox this. I think she commented on my video. And she said she had gotten this in an Ipsy and she had had the same experience. She said it really didn't offer anything in terms of volume. So it's just okay. However, I will say it doesn't transfer underneath of my eyes. So, you know, you take the good with the bad. I would rather have no volume and have it not give me raccoon eyes than have all the volume like this Huda one and have it be all underneath of my eyes all day. So, you know, it is what it is. It's definitely not my favorite. I'll use it up. I definitely wouldn't repurchase and I wouldn't recommend it. Oh my gosh, this might be my longest speed reviews yet. How did I accumulate so many products in a month? I think between BoxyCharm and now I got 2 Babe boxes since my last speed reviews, and then I had a few products sent to me. So it got a little out of control. I might have to stop reviewing like small items like lip glosses. You know. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these, if you've had your eye on any of these, if you're interested in any of these products. I always love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.